Okay, so these are my picks for UFC at Fuel 10. I've kind of made some rearrangements after doing some research and just listening and looking at some of the more video. I've got, actually my son said that Neto's going to win by submission in round 2, and I have a really good feeling that that's going to be a perfect. I changed this Kai Magalis versus Vemola fight. I've been going back and forth on. I had Magalis and Vemola, and I don't know if Magalis got any hints, being that he's in the Novo Nhau camp. I don't know if he got any, strategy from Marquez, who beat Vemola by decision, but, maybe if he can, I don't know if he can take him down. Vemola's wrestling isn't all that great. But either way, Vemola packs a wallop, and Magalis isn't known for having a good chin, and he gets hit. I think he's going to go out in round 1 or round 2 probably. The Rodrigo Dam fight, this is what I think is going to be the boring fight of the night, but maybe not. I just see that this is going to go decision. Hopefully Rodrigo Dam, I need him to win this by decision for my parlay. I've got a 6-man parlay and a 3-man parlay open, and basically my 3-man parlay is, hold on, I want to make sure that there's no account information you can see. Yeah, my 3-man parlay is, I'll just tell you, basically, I've got Padolino, Grafredo, Pepe. That's a really, really long shot. I think that's the one that'll probably fuck it up in Vemola. Should have probably stuck with just a 2-man. I got greedy. It's just a small $50 bet, but it's a huge win. If that happens, I win $640 on that 3-man parlay. I have also a huge, as a joke, 6-man parlay on kind of the fights that I really think that should win, but I'll get back to the events here. Anyways, Alcantara, yeah, versus Silva. I just see Alcantara. I still stick with this. I think he's going to get him by submission. I think he's just, and even though Silva on paper has supposedly better jiu-jitsu, possibly, I think Alcantara's experience, and he's just a little rangier and lankier, and definitely has experience better on the feet. So he's going to have the advantage on the feet. Alcantara is. So I have him winning by submission in round 1. Going to Grafredo, Pepe, Castro versus Arantes. Arantes should win this fight, really. But this is what I call my upset of the night. I have Castro winning by KO in round 1 or round 2. If it doesn't happen in round 1 and round 2, I have a feeling Arantes, it's probably just going to be that Arantes is been controlling Castro and probably win by decision otherwise. Sun Sao, this fight, I haven't changed my mind about this either. Like I said before, I wasn't impressed with Von Lee's last fight against Manitoba Tezukaba, whatever his name was, the Japanese fighter. Sun Sao, on the other hand, although, he's lost, quite a bit of, fights to good name opponents. Let's see, he's lost to, here we go. So looking back, yeah, he's lost to Uriah Faber and, Diego Nunez, Jeff Curran also back in the day, but he's also beat Mike Easton. He's looked really impressive as of late, and I think he's actually peaking. And whereas Lee really didn't impress me, so I have a Sun Sao by submission in round 2. Going with Hani Jason and Wilkinson. This is a fight that scares me because I don't know. I don't like fights where I don't know much about a guy, and Wilkinson is a guy that I've seen his video, and it really didn't. He seemed like his punches weren't. The technique, I guess, was lacking a little bit. He was kind of winging punches, it seemed like. But Jason, I think, is a more technical striker. But that being said, it does seem like, if he connects, he looks like he could, knock somebody out. But I still think Jason's he should be the smarter fighter, and being at home, and Wilkinson being his UFC debut might play a factor. And I think Jason wins by KO sometime in round 2. The Daniel Sarafian fight, I don't know why he's such a favorite. He's like at negative 450 right now versus Mendes. I mean, I do know why. I just don't understand that. It's just too much, I think. But anyways, I still obviously think he's going to win by KO. I think I didn't realize Mendes was had that. He looks almost taller, and he looks like he's going to have some reach when I was looking at the weigh-ins. But I think Sarafian wins by KO in round 2. I also have him in one of my parlays, I think. Eric Silva, after coming off his loss to John Fitch versus Jason High, I think just that he's going to learn from that. I think Silva should win this with his aggressiveness and, submit, possibly wear out Jason High because he's, hasn't fought in over a year. But I don't know, he looked like he was in okay shape, but that's, you can't really tell. And he's got a lot of that muscle, like big muscle that sometimes gasses guys out. And I mean, I don't even think he's a good wrestler. I think he's it's different than, I don't know, you could compare him when Silva fought Charlie Brenneman. I don't know if High on paper is really a better wrestler than Brenneman, but I think he might be a little bit more explosive than Brenneman, but technique-wise with wrestling, I think Brenneman, and the reason I say this is because Silva fought Brenneman. I don't know, I think he'll be able to handle it because of those previous fights, and especially because of the Fitch fight, and wear out a High and submit him sometime in round 3. The Silva-Cavalcante fight. I originally had Silva. I thought he, would be smart, and Feixiao is just a beast, and I know this, and I've seen him before, but, and I really never liked Silva, but I was thinking that, maybe he's going to fight smart, but after seeing the weigh-in, it looked like he was carrying a lot of weight around something about the weigh-in bothered me. It made me change my mind, and, I instantly foresaw that Cavalcante is knocking Silva out, planning on this happening. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm almost guaranteeing this. Feixiao is going to fucking put him to sleep. I have a feeling in round 1 or round 2. I might even change this to round 1 right now, actually. I just have a feeling he's going to wreck him. And then for the tough Brazil Season 2 winner, we have Patalino I don't know how to pronounce that, Macarillo. Macarillo for Santos, I guess. Sorry. I don't know, although I think there's good value on Catalino. He's an underdog, but I think Santos should, kind of, I don't think it's going to be that, as good as a fight as some of the other ones, toughs we've seen. I think Santos is going to be smart. He might submit him in, the 2nd or 3rd round if he gets lucky, but I think he's just going to get a decision. I think he's not going to be able to, I think, Patalino will be kind of explode up and get taken back down, and it'll just be one of those fights where it keeps going, and Santos just kind of controls him, and we don't see too much, he'll get hit, and we'll have a few, oh my god, moments where Santos might look like he's going to get knocked out, but I don't know, we'll see, but there is a little bit of value there still, with Patalino. And on to the main event. Like I said before, these guys, one looks, even though they're both only a year apart in age, Verdum looks like he's peaking, he's 10 years younger, and it's kind of funny. I was listening to the guys on MMA Analysis doing their thing, and I had done a previous Fuel 10, it said the exact same thing already that I'm saying right now, and they actually reiterated it. So, yeah, they basically said the exact same thing, that Nogueira just looks like Old Man River, as of, I mean, it's not that I'm not trying to take anything Nogueira. I mean, he has had some great wins last of late, but it just seems like he fades, really, around the 2nd and 3rd round, if he doesn't, get it, he starts fading. And with Verdum, the way he's been fighting lately, I think he's not going to fade, and I think he's going to be quicker, and he's going to just eventually probably win by ground and pound stoppage or something like that, around 4. Otherwise, it'll go to decision. And those are my picks, my final picks. I will not be changing anything after this, so sorry about that. But I'd like to give you guys any corrections that I come across and that I change. So you guys seen basically my whole pick 'em. So thanks, and yeah, check me out next week. Hopefully, I do good this week, and people will start watching.